Welcome to KBOI 2 Sports Overtime. I'm Sports Director Chris Nettleton alongside everybody's favorite weekend sports guy, Troy Oppie, who's been, well, outside state lines today.
Yeah, what can I say? I get around. So does our Commercial Tire sports ticker with every local score we can get our hands on, and then some. And now to the highlights.
Without further ado,
Meridian, 3 and out, and they're going to punt. Meridian taking on Rocky Mountain.
Now, why did I show a punt in these highlights?
Well, punts are usually important. Quinn Mendiola down by TJ Stringer. All the way down at the 1. Look at the effort from Stringer. Rocky Mountain, though, doesn't mind. Riley Bradshaw to Landry Bates, 4 yards.
No, he just keeps on going.
He just keeps on going.
Yeah, it was actually 64
down
yards.
Down to 64 yards. There's no 6 in front of the 4 there.
I made that mistake. That was
Dakota Wendell picks up a few hard yards of himself. That's more like 4 yards. They settle for a field goal. Grizzlies go on to win on homecoming tonight, 32-28.
Eagles taking on Centennial. Patriots, well, they score first on a 27-yard field goal. Now, why do I show this field goal? Because it goes off the bottom and through. It's like they were playing posts, and you had to hit the posts in order to collect the point. That's an inside hockey reference, and I apologize for that.
Football,
anyway,
Chris, football.
Yes, it is football. All right, we're talking about football. JT Williams on the shovel pass to Jake Erickson, 28 yards. That sets up a nice touchdown run for Austin Diffie. Takes it in from 1 yard out. 7-3 Eagle. They go on to win, and a close one, 20-17.
Let's find Timberline and Mountain View. Third quarter, Mavericks with a 14-6 lead. Grant Ruby in trouble. John Munger dislodges the ball. Mountain View would recover the fumble. You got to protect the football. Mavs trying to capitalize on the turnover. So Josh Buss gets them within 5 yards. They would settle for a field goal on the drive. Mountain View goes on to win this one. 17-6 Mountain View at that point. I do not believe we have a final score from this one. Call in your finals, coaches.
That was a third quarter score for you. Time to start our 4As. A soiree, you might even call it. Columbia, Mario Jenkins, 28 yards, and that's a touchdown, folks. 32-6, Columbia on top. And then Caldwell just before the half, trying to get things going on. Josh Lopez picked by Tyler Rios. Columbia wins big, 50-6.
It was homecoming for the Marsing Huskies out in wine country. Glens Ferry making a long drive over. Huskies not fooled by the reverse. Pilots stuffed in the backfield. Ooh. Nice play. Marsing's Austin Williams is the quarterback. He is setting up. He looks to his right to fool the defenders, throws to his left, hits Jason Galligan on the slant, who ran over the defender. That's a touchdown. 8-0 after the 2-point conversion. You get the picture how this one went. Glens Ferry 29-0 winners today.
That's just mean is what that is. Well, still to come, we'll head west. Troy Oppie takes you out to the Idaho-Oregon border for some 3A Snake River Conference action, plus
come Sunday with a couple holes to go, if it happens, then I would know that she would want me to stay and play, but, you can't replace the birth of your first child, so I think that's more important to me, but, I just told her to wait till Sunday night.
Pro golfer Ryan Hightower putting his golf career on hold, starting a family and staying home to teach at Boise State. That story and lots more overtime straight ahead. Stay tuned.
Final 5A game of the week, Valley View Capital, the battle for the birds of the birds. I don't know, but they're birds is what they are. Capitals, Dylan Hale, punt return, and this one is going the distance. Look at that. He switched arms. He knew. He said, I'm going to the right side of the field. Coach would want me to hold it in my right arm.
Well-trained football team.
Yeah, exactly. Touchdown, 7-0 Capital. More from Capital, McKenna Sinis to Tariq Littlejohn for the touchdown. It's 21-6, and the scoring keeps on coming. Again, Simis, this time, once again to Hale. You remember him from previous highlights of the punt return for a touchdown. Capital Eagles fly past the Falcons, 49-14.
Simis committed to the University of Montana.
All right.
Fruitland High won its Go Grizzlies, that's right. Fruitland High won its first game outside the state of Idaho or Oregon last Saturday, beating Casa Robles High, a school 3 times larger, but it did come at a price. Coach Bruce Sly told me today Fruitland senior and Boise State football commit Alex Danins won't play this year after suffering a torn ACL in California. The injury also takes Danin out of basketball season. Bummer for him. Staying out west, across the border tonight, fans in Nissa having a good time hosting Payette. 10 seconds before I walked up, Nissa scored. This is the 2-point conversion. It gave the Bulldogs a 16-7 lead on Payette just before halftime. Pirates trying to answer, though, before the break. Poe Chance hauls in a 23-yard catch from Clint Blackwell. Nice play. Gave the Pirates a chance to answer with 40 seconds left, but on third down, Blackwell looking for Chance again in the end zone. This one broken up by Michael Smith and Jordan Moyes. Payette was held to a field goal. This was no easy kick. Lineman/kicker, love it. Alcala Jose from 38 yards out. First of 23 unanswered points by Payette. And the Pirates win 30-16.
The Parrot Pirates.
LeGrand up from I-84 taking on Weiser. This one a romp for the Wolverines from the get-go. Already up 7-0 after a fumble recovery touchdown. The muffed punt attempt sets up Flint Hickman, all-name team, running back from 6 yards out. Weiser goes up 14-0 early in this game. The Wolverines pretty much doing whatever they wanted, and it all started up front. Ooh. The appropriately named Justin Strong with the sack. And when LeGrand did give the ball back on a successful punt, this was the next play. Austin Grothaus, 40-plus yards to the house. Grothaus had 2 touchdowns. Hickman had 4 touchdowns. Weiser wins. This is not a typo, 83-14.
Sounds like a basketball game.
A bad basketball
game. Well, you're right. I agree. Anyway, closer to home, Emmett has struggled for, well, a long time. But the Huskies are undefeated so far this season, 3-0 overall, 2-0 in conference tonight. A true test, defending state runner-up Bishop Kelly and BK. They looked pretty darn good. Joshua Poole gonna start this scoring out. The fake toss handoff, and Poole does the rest, runs it in for the touchdown, 7-0. Emmett with the punt. Coming up here, I swear. There it is. Emmett with the punt. Cody Brady gonna return this one. And when we show punt returns, they usually go to the house. A lot of blocking in front of him, a little bit of fighting, which they had to settle afterwards. There were some flags, but it stands as a touchdown, 14-0. Bowen Ogata to Turner Simmons, and another BK touchdown. Are you sensing a theme with these highlights? I am. Bishop Kelly wins 35-6.
Let's check out Middleton and Kuna. This is a pretty good matchup. Middleton, a powerhouse for the last couple of years. Kuna on the rebound with new head coach Lee Leslie. Second quarter, Michael Carr, 1-yard in run with some style. Vaults the defense. Caveman up 7-0. Vikings, though, come right back. Jake Skinner to Walker Orr, 50 yards before he would be brought down. The drive would be capped by Victor Diaz. A 2-point conversion made it 8-7 Vikings after that point. Caden Von Trubeck looking downfield finds Stephen Dowdy to put the Caveman on the 30-yard line of Bishop Kelly. That set up a touchdown. Jade Palmer running it in. Caveman, don't forget, spelled with a K. Making things happen today, but they did fall. Middleton edges out the Caveman 30-28.
Close game. They might be turning things around. I like it. And we head to beautiful Twin Falls, Idaho, as you see right there. That's beautiful, is what that is. Up 6-0. Jason Bice runs it in for the short touchdown. 14-0. Twin Falls after the 2-point conversion. Nampa, Connor Zimmerly in the backfield stuffs the run big time. Bulldogs now down 21-0 at the half. Last play of the half. Ben Wurst, who might be Idaho's best kicker, because that is a 52-yard field goal.
Attaboy.
Twin Fall beats Nampa 38-15.
Let's check on some 2A. Parma going for back-to-back wins against former conference foes tonight, hosting 2A New Plymouth. Parma, of course, now 3A. Leading in the third quarter, 14-6. New Plymouth, though, came out firing. A 23-yard touchdown put the Pilgrims within striking distance, and they tied the game on a 2-point conversion at 14. Meanwhile, Parma going for it on 4th and 11 at midfield. The snap disaster for quarterback Cesar Gonzalez gives the ball back to New Plymouth. Pilgrims take over on the short field and capitalize. Nice bit of running by the quarterback to escape pressure. Finds a receiver for the go-ahead score. New Plymouth upsets Parma's homecoming tonight, 34-22. By the way, if you have a New Plymouth roster, please send it to us.
We're always looking. Yeah. And we're not done yet. Coming up, a Boise Open update. Who's leading? Who missed the cut? And how'd our neighbors do today? Interesting. We head to Hillcrest next.
Welcome back. Blue and orange fans following Bronco alumni Troy Merritt at the Boise Open is nothing new. Well, those fans have a new golfer to cheer on the course this week. He has been easy to spot. He's dressed just like them. Ryan Hietala isn't from here, but the Washington native has called the Treasure Valley home for a while. The pro golfer has stepped back from competition in preparation to be a dad for the first time and says this week's Boise Open will be his last tournament for a while, one he might not even get to finish.
Come Sunday with a couple holes to go, if it happens, then I would know that she would want me to stay and play, but you can't replace the birth of your first child, so I think that's more important to me, but I just told her to wait till Sunday night.
That's not his only challenge. Hietala was recently hired at Boise State as assistant men's golf coach under Kevin Burton.
Having played high school golf and college golf and now professionally for 14 years out here with a couple years on the PGA Tour, I think I have a lot to offer the kids.
The assistant position is brand new in the program. Hietala said it was created with him in mind and that hopefully he'll be able to replace himself someday.
I said I would love to be your assistant, and maybe one day take over the golf program when he gets his Champions Tour card here next month. Good luck, Kevin, with that.
Unfortunately, Hietala missed the cut today. Par Golf didn't do it. He missed the cut by 2 strokes, as did Bronco alum Troy Merritt. In fact, the only local tie was Tyler Aldridge to continue play through the weekend. Everybody chasing Michael Putnam at 15 under par.
Boise State kicks off their home football season tomorrow, and we'll get you ready with a pregame show on the CW 2.2. It all starts at 12:30 tomorrow.
And that is it for us. We're out of time.
That's it. We'll see you next